This is an All Sports Station production.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes now on first down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Quickly now, the starting 11 for the Oakland defense.
Prince Amukamara is a former first-round cornerback who's looking to become king.
From the 41, Mahomes. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
Brandon, lest my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver, Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yellow. Two times. Hey, 4 down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
The thing I like most about Derek Carr's game is not just the right arm and his touch and his ability to find receivers. I think it's his calmness, and I think that transmits itself very well to the rest of the team. They feed off of that, and they go out and play with confidence.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On play action, it's Carr. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This will be fielded at the 17. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Mahomes now already over 100 yards passing in this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
Monday, down! 180! 44! Get in the weight room! Get in the weight room!
Carr now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr going to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Time now for Patrick Mahomes as we put him in our players spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves. Not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it. We got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great. That's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Maurice Hurst busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Williams. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. As soon as he got handed the football, he looked up and down he went.
And just think about what goes into a running play for the back, because he's thinking about getting the football, where's my gap, getting to the proper hole, reading the blocking. He had no time to do any of it. Didn't matter how great a player he was. All he could do there, hold on to the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Carr. Incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe it's something they can build on as this game continues.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Mahomes now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Yellow, I'm the little lady. I'm coming.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Butker's kick here is good, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here I come again. Here I come.
Now Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Carr. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is...
Well, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 53 the money. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Monday, down. You right, Eddie? It's going to be a long day. Let's get
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This will be fielded at the 8. They juked him. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They go play fake. Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They went zone blitz there, obviously successful. What makes the zone blitz successful?
Well, just go ahead and let's break the term down. Zone means they're going to play zone behind them in coverage, not man-to-man. But the zone blitz, why it's confusing to offenses? Because oftentimes defensive ends or defensive tackles will drop back into coverage, and linebackers or safeties will usually fill that gap and blitz in their spot, messing up the blocking responsibilities.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let's get off the field, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back. After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. Hasn't had his best day to this point here in the second quarter, and they're losing. You got to think, though, that also means that maybe the defense doing a good job on him. There's 2 sides to that coin.
I would agree, so you have to give them credit, but that means you've got to find a way to beat that defense and make sure one of your top playmakers touches the football and has an impact on the game. Change formations, change where he lines up, put him in motion. Anything possible to shake him free.
Maybe that greater impact comes here on this drive. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
44, Mike, 44. You ain't going.
Carr now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Now, 53. We're good.
Carr now on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
185. On the army. Slam.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the 2nd half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Get off the train tracks.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Mahomes completes it to Hardman. And down he'll go at the 25.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They give it to Williams, running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Mahomes, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taking it about the 36. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this third and fourth quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
What's tight? Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! That's it.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Foster Moreau there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. This, to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Oh, what a move. They complete it to Hill. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Yellow. Let's go, Louie. I got you, son.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, you used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things, but if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
Now! Let's go. 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 180! You can't block me!
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to throw is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who says signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, he's going to launch. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Carr and the Raiders now down by 9, 2:07 remaining. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Carr to throw. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Keep putting that ball on the grass. That's our ball.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession. Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.